Annyeong!
Hello everybody.
So today we just finished Running Man 439 and this episode is called The Bomb is About to Explode.
Boom!
And so for this episode there are no guests, it's just the Running Man members. And how they start off getting split up into team is by the order they enter the beginning of the scene, the camera scene.
So whoever arrived first.
Yeah, so they went in order by that, and so they get split up into two groups of 4. So we got the horrible, unlucky punishment team always together, which is Jae-suk, Sukjen, Seomin, and Kwang-soo, and the other team is Haha,
Switzerland team.
Haha, Sesek, Kim Ji-kook, and Ji-hyo. So each team get their own bomb and they have to go eat food, like one of foods that people love the most. And so you randomly pick which food you're gonna go eat. But the thing is, you have to eat your food the cheapest, so that the other team has to try to beat out eating the cheapest.
So the menu are 10 foods that foreigners wanna have when they go to Korea.
Yeah, so let's say if someone eats a meal for $10, the other person has to eat less than that, or try to beat that out and all stuff like that. And so, if you eat more expensive than the other group, you get penalty.
So whoever starts first kind of sets the price point for the next person, which is the next price point again. So it doesn't restart. It just goes from a certain price point and just goes down.
Yeah. So Kim Ji-kook and them, they start off first and they get to eat nammyeon, and they start off with $11, and then so Jae-suk, they have to eat under that, and they went to eat ferment steak. Skate. They end up picking that, and then so they went and they spent $10 as well $10. To eat that, and so they continue, and there's missions when they eat. And there's cards they get. They get there's the penalty card they can win. They have the discount card, the lowest price, the change this, and the rip off card. So you get these cards where the other 4 cards you have to play games in order to use against the other members or use it for yourself. And then there's the exempted card, which there's only one, and your team members, you guys have to play a game to see who gets that exempted card. And then there's also what else? What games are there that they play? Oh yeah, the portion food they get, they can't eat for a lot of portion people serving. It's only one serving.
Right. So, but then a lot of the little games that they did as impromptu was just the members just made it up as they go. It was just you either you just share the one portion, but the members decided to make it where only 2 people eat, 1 person eat. They wanted to put their own little twist in it, so they got to put their own little input in the actual mission itself. And the food itself, it didn't matter where you went as long as you got it. So you didn't have to go always to a restaurant. There was a mission in which Kim Jong-kook, they had to eat raw octopus. No, not raw. It was the second one that they had.
Jopai.
Yeah, and
it's very expensive.
It's very expensive. And so Seomin thought that they were saying that the only place you could really get it for that cheap is to go get it from the convenience store.
Yeah,
and so they don't really care as long as the item that you picked has to be a part of it.
Yeah, like how Jae-suk's 13, they have to eat this yukhae, something like that. It's raw meat, and it's super expensive. And someone found it for $4.50 at a college, at university. So they ended up at the university and they ate it, and it's as long as it's in there, and the food was just in that raw yukhae, raw meat or whatever. It was actually a bibimbap and mixed in it, so they ate that. Yeah. So it didn't matter.
I mean, even the fermented skate, Jae-suk, they didn't actually eat fermented skate.
They ate ramen.
So they ate fermented skate ramen, but the owner made a little exception to it, that they were willing to give it to them.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it wasn't a finite thing where it's you have to find a restaurant. Yeah. So it was nice that it gave them a little bit flexibility.
Yeah. So, you know, it wasn't an episode full or anything. It was just kind of relaxed because during this time of filming, Running Man was also doing their concert.
I think they just came back.
Yeah, so they just came back because a lot of the members are exhausted and they have new hairdos and everything. Jiu, her hair is short. She put it up. Kim Ji-kook his hair, he cut it and dyed it. You know, Sese looks kind of nicely groomed. Same for Haha and Solman and stuff like that. So you can tell they've been traveling and everything. So this was just a relaxing episode for them to just kind of like go around and eat and do easy mission.
Yeah.
And so throughout these missions, they get to choose the other team, which color they want to cut on the wire, and whoever's bomb explodes first, that's the end of the race, and that's the team who gets punished. And so it took really long all the way till the end, where Kwang-soo and Jae-soo were picking colors, and Jae-soo wanted the green wire for Kim Ji-kook's team, and Kwang-soo wanted the red for Kim Ji-kook's team. They flipped a coin for it, and Kwang-soo won, so they got Kim Ji-kook's team has to cut the red wire on their bomb, and it exploded. And because it exploded, the race ended. They lost, but right before that, Haha had already received the penalty exemption card, so he was exempted from the punishment. And because the weather was too cold, the PD was nice to them and not gonna give them water bombs. So instead, the opposing team was gonna splash water at them. So Kim Ji-kook got it, Sese got it, and Ji-hyo got it.
Yeah. So Haha, it was revealed that Haha had won the penalty exemption card. Throughout the episode, so he was exempted from the water splashing. We had a special guest on the episode today, which was Hong Jin-young. The members, Kim Ji-kook's their team, when they picked out the raw octopus, they had to do a mission for the lowest price card because there was no way that they were going to be able to find raw octopus that was cheaper than $7, and the mission was they had to call up one of their friends and get that friend to complete a mission. So Seb tried calling Sanyok, and Sanyok didn't pick up. Then Seb called Hong Jin-young, and she picked up, and she was actually filming a commercial at that time.
Yeah, and so they went, and then she played a game, and she won for them, and she completed the mission for them, so they were able to eat the raw octopus.
Yeah. Then, today's episode had a lot of just kind of laid back, funny moments. I mean, you guys will see in our reaction, pretty much reacted to the most comedic part in the episode.
More so J16.
Right. And it was just that part too. Like that part was really like traditional comedy, and it was really funny. And so there wasn't really like any sort of action, name tag ripping this episode or name chasing or anything. It was more just a relaxing, eat, have fun, travel, and make comedy episode.
But for next week, we do have the episode. It is called The Secret of a Hundred. Yeah. So the Running Man members, they have like 100 minutes to solve like missions and stuff like that, and it's from look like the preview, they first get locked up in jail, individual jail, each of them, and they have 100 minutes trying to break free all of them. And then there's like a secret behind it, and they each have to either reveal the secret or hide the secret, but every mission has to deal with 100 minutes.
Yeah, so it looks like some members know the secret and some members don't know. So it almost looks like some members are trying to find out and expose the secret, while the others are trying to keep the secret hidden. Yeah. So it's like a cops and robbers type of game. Yeah. So there's no guess. It's just the Running Man members. Now the only way they got guess if they call people, but then this one looks like it's an indoors, just indoors, maybe a little bit outside, just strictly Running Man members episode.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna get any guess.
Yeah. But yeah, that is it for this week's Running Man episode, and we will see you guys next week. Alright. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Is this where Kosu gets the rubber band?
Oh.
빨리 답장해줘.
Oh, Sukjin laughed! Oh my god! Kwasu! Kwasu!
나 이렇게 결승전까지 온 이상 오케이.
He uses that to hit the ball. Oh, in 2013. Oh.
6 years ago. 6 years ago.
Okay. Doesn't he really resemble Kwasu?
어떡해.
Sukjin 멋있다 나와. Is this what high they're making them do?
No, so they had to complete this in order to use the rip-off ticket, card for the other team, against the other team. Yeah. When you want to use a different card, you have to complete missions in order to use it.
Oh no, his protruding mouth.
불가능합니다. 이게 입이 튀어나와서 정수에 힘을 내야 됩니다.
Just someone make a lip. Oh!
Let's go like this.
This.
이게 바로 첫 혓바닥을 써. 맞네, 그렇지. 괜찮니? 괜찮니?
야야! 와우!
Honey?
Honey.
No, honey?
Honey.
Yeah, come on. Honey?
Kwasu does have mega lips too. You know what it looks like? Squidward. Squidward.
He's a human-like Squidward.
My nose is boneless.
내려앉았어. 아니, 게임은 이길 수 있어요. 시작. 오,
금방이야.
오!
금방이야.
그렇지, 금방 내려줘.
아, 막 입술에서 걸리지? 입술에서
입에서
걸려?
걸리네. 우리 둘이. 물고기 그거다, 물고기.
They found a rare species.
Rockfish.
됐다.
Wow!
빨리. 방수야. 몇 초 남았어요? 빨리. 야. 방수야.
Come on!
그렇지. 지금 목에 들어서 되면 성공이야.
안 됐어.
목에 들어서 되면 성공이야. 방수야.
네.